Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I have many embellishments and a mini album to share with you guys. I have so many ideas in my head. It's just so amazing and I'm just like having so much fun. And I am just so happy that some of you have already told me that you are entering. I appreciate it so very much. So if you are not aware, I am hosting a challenge giveaway in the Pretty Tea Garden theme, and I am also using Simple Stories Tea Garden 6x8 paper pad, and I'm also mixing it with other pattern papers and colors that will go with this theme. I am so in love with this paper pad. I knew I would love it because of all of the different color schemes in here. It is so happy, bright, and cheerful. It is so me. It's got lots of different shades of pink and the mints and the bright yellow. And the characters are so cute. And it has a gnome with the eyes because I do not like gnomes with no eyes. So let me just briefly show you the pattern. I absolutely love the color scheme in this paper pad so much. And I did do a haul video of this. I only bought the 6x8 paper pad and I did buy two different types of the ephemera pack. And I've been mixing up all of those with some Rosie Studio ephemera as well, and some other sticker pieces from different layered embellishments and puffy stickers and all sorts. That's what I like to do with my crafting. Let me start off by showing you guys my ball chain embellishments that I've been making. I couldn't stop, so I've made quite a few. So this video is probably going to be a longish project share, and you guys, I am not finished. This is just the beginning of this tea garden theme. So I have had lots of these ball chains, and my friend Mary sent them to me and I used them all up. So I bought another pack with mixed colors. And this is such a nice size for me to turn it into a dangly embellishment. So I'm calling these ball chain embellishments. So using some puffy stickers and ephemera pieces from the Simple Stories Tea Garden, I have made this one here. And I use the crimp end bits to hold my cluster and added a jump ring to dangle on this ball chain here. And I love this idea so much. And I also added one charm that would go with this color scheme. See how it's got the pink and the green? So I picked this one here. So this one has how many ephemera pieces? It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 puffy sticker. I'm giving you guys in detail because descriptive detail because those of you who would love to start layering ephemera pieces and don't know how to go about it, if you look at my video, you will get some ideas. So that's one I made. I have this one here where I dangled a rainbow charm. And it says sharing joy, and the sticker word comes from Rosie Studio. I used the teacup ephemera to start. Then I put the cup, this cake here. Then this puffy sticker next to it. And I tucked in 3 different pieces of the flower pieces at the back. Then this one here, I had this wood chipboard, almost like chipboard piece, but it's made of wood veneer and it's a radish piece. And I added that on top of the watering can from the Tea Garden collection. Then I also added foam behind the stack of balls. It's a puffy sticker from a much older collection. Then I added imagine. Imagine what it's like to grow things in your own garden and cooking it and having it and sharing with friends. Then I have this one. I love including little bits of rainbow when I can. And here was a nice rainbow piece to start my ephemera dangle. Then I added the this butterfly onto the right side with the foam sticker. And then I added this peach puffy sticker and this one, which is actually from Bia Valent collection. Then I added this faceted gem here. I love the sparkle that you see, and it says, remember this. I added this rectangular piece to make it easier for me to add the crimp end bit there. This one here is only got 3 pieces, 1 rectangular piece. Then I glued on this teapot and the bow, and I had this enamel dot, which was a perfect match to this color here. Then I added a cupcake, because when you're having a tea garden or tea party invitation, you will be having all of those. Then this one here, I found this little teaspoon that I had, so I dangled it here because I added this saucer and the cup. This is a puffy sticker from Prima Marketing Strawberry Collection. I think it was a strawberry milkshake. And I added this book. This is a puffy sticker from the Forget Me Not collection from Rosie Studio. And then I added the dragonfly there at the top. And the base of it is a little tag piece from the Forget Me Not collection. So you're like reading a book, having a tea, opening mails, wearing a sun hat, and enjoying your cup of tea. I love these. And these are really good to gift as is, but you can also dangle them on your tote bags. This one here, it says, I say yes. I say yes to all of these. Strawberry, cute ladybug, the butterfly, the daisy. I say yes to all of these. And the cake. Then I have this one here. This is a Kscraft mini book die cut that was gifted to me by my friend Alicia, and she also made the strawberry piece for me. So I glued the strawberry onto the book. Then I added some milkshake puffy stickers and finished it off with best wishes. Then I have this one here. I think this birdie is so sweet. These are from the Simple Stories Tea Garden, and I believe this daisy one is from another collection. Might have been Jen Hatfield. And I added this daisy charm. Now I only have one of this, and I added it on here because the color scheme was absolutely perfect, I thought. Then this one here, I added the 4-leaf clover as well. Let me just show you. Because you're feeling lucky being able to share this wonderful memory with your friends. I had this teapot here. Then I added the Bia Valent puffy sticker of the bow. I love the shape of this bow so much, you guys. And then I added this wood veneer pot with another puffy sticker of a teacup. And you guys, when I was making all of these, I was like, I need to find more teacups. Where are the teacups? And I realized I don't have a lot of teacups, but I'm sure I will be able to somehow incorporate more teacups into my theme. Okay, the next one is another dangle, but I used this heart. This was a champagne gold heart dangle that my friend made for me. And on top of it was a butterfly, but I used that butterfly for another project. And I saved the base because I knew I wanted to layer on top of this precious heart. So I made this one here. I used the stamp image from a Maggie Holmes collection. It's a chipboard piece. And then I added the flower to the left side. Then I added this teapot. Then I glued on the bumblebee. Then I tucked this strawberry milkshake girl behind the bee. And then I finished it off with together. And isn't that so pretty how it dangles? Then I have this one here. This one has many pieces from the Tea Garden collection that says Happy Day. And I have this large floral piece. And I put it vertically, as you can see. And here is that lovely champagne gold heart dangle piece sandwiched between this piece and the Happy Day. I used the Maggie Holmes Sweet Story Ladybug puffy sticker on top. I added a foam circle there, can you see? On top of this flower piece here. And this is so pretty. So when I have pieces like this, I can add it to the front part of the jelly toad. I can add it as part of a mini album cover, or I can use it to make a tag flip. I can do so many things. When you have a lot of embellishments ready, you can just easily choose your options. Now I'm going to show you embellishment clusters that I've made that don't have any dangles and things. So I'm going to now move these to the side. Oh, my rainbow fell off. This one here is a pocket full of sunshine ephemera piece that I started off from. Okay. Then I added some teacup from the Tea Garden collection and the set of books. And I also used the puffy stickers from Bia Valent collection. There's an envelope. So you're drinking tea, reading books, opening mails, and you can see Sweet Bunny in the garden. And it says Happy Moments. This one, I thought it was so sweet. This snail is part of the Tea Garden collection. I used several pieces from Rosie Studio, plus the Tea Garden floral piece on top of this birdhouse here, which is actually from a Paige Evans collection. And then, so I had this piece to start off with, added the floral piece. Then I used foam tape to add behind the envelope, as well as the snail. Because I thought the snail was perfect for this embellishment cluster, because these letter mails, they're like snail mail. They take forever, right? So the snail was perfect. And I added a coffee cup there on the left side. Okay, then I have this one here. They had an umbrella piece in the Tea Garden. So I used that, combined it with this floral piece, and added this birdie. Now this birdie, if you're wondering, it's from a Bella Voulabard collection. I only had bought one ephemera pack from them because I love the colors. This is a bird house I started off with. Then I added the piece of cake and the teapot and the butterfly. And then I have this one here. This one is a trellis piece from the Tea Garden. I combined it with the Forget-Me-Not collection ephemera. Then I added a bucket of strawberries down here, and it says Just Wonderful. And the butterfly added as well. So I have those. Then you guys, see this? Now this is where a lot of the die cutting was done. These are the stuff that I made using some die sets that I have. So let's start off with my macarons. So I die cut the macaron base. I did all the layering pieces. I put two together as a stack of macaron. Then I used Simple Stories Tea Garden collection pieces, and it says You're the Sweetest. It's got macaron on this tier tray as well as some croissants and strawberry cake and cherry cake. Oh my gosh, it's just my type of high tea. Then this one here says Tea Party, and I've got two mint color based macaron pieces stacked together. And I added some floral piece on the side with this adorable birdie. Finished it off with some enamel dots. This one here, it says Simply Delightful. I've got a teapot and a teacup with the hot steam and the butterfly. I love these so much. Then I have got flower essence made. This is from, I bought a die cutting set. It was a makeup set from AliExpress. And I believe it might have been a Spellbinders set. I'm not sure. But I bought that not knowing that it was a Spellbinders one. But even if I knew, I would have bought it from AliExpress anyway. Because in Australia, you guys, buying a Spellbinders cutting die is just way too much, and I want to be able to enjoy crafting as long as I can, seriously. So in the makeup set they had this, and I decided to turn mine into a flower essence bottle. So I used the champagne gold glitter cardstock for this part here. I used the white glitter cardstock for the topper part. And then if you can see, I used a really light colored letter E sticker from Maggie Holmes Heritage Collection. I had many sheets of the alphabet, so I used the letter E for essence. I have this one here. I just think these are so pretty. These are flower essence. Okay, next I had a mushroom die. So I made 3 mushrooms for the top part of the mushroom. So this is the base shape here. Then you get the layering part. I double cut the layering piece, one in the copper and one in the pattern paper from the Tea Garden collection. So I have this one here. It says cherish. Then this one says happy moments. So pretty, right? So when you use a foam sticker behind a certain piece to give it a bit of dimension, it looks so much nicer than just gluing down all flat. This one, it says in my heart. Then you guys, from the same makeup set, there was a makeup brush. And guess what I did to my makeup brush, you guys? I made 4 makeup brush and I put the makeup brush horizontally. So this size is actually really good for a bag topper. So I can choose to use this as a bag topper or to add it onto another bag topper base. So it says follow your heart. I just love this sweet, sweet bird image. Then, okay, one more thing. If you are new to my channel, I love sweet bird images like this. I do not like real looking birds and I do not like anything to do with feathery type of thing. This one here says special joys. I love this layered butterfly piece. This layered butterfly piece was part of the Rosie Studios Forget Me Not collection. I absolutely love the elegance and the prettiness of this layered butterfly sticker. So I used it as part of a decorative piece for my makeup brushes. So I used the floral piece from the Tea Garden as a base. I added the makeup brush on top. Then I added the butterfly and finished it off with the word piece that says Special Joys. Then this one here, I did the makeup brush facing the right, added the butterfly to the top, and I added the sentiment, enjoy the journey, added some flower piece to the side as well. This one, I did it vertically, and I tucked in this sweet little bear from the Forget Me Not collection, and it says hello. So I have those. Oh my gosh, I am just so in love with all of these. Then in the same makeup brush set, there was the palette of the eyeshadow, and I made 2. So in this one didn't come with a lid for the eyeshadow, right? So what I did was I grabbed the certain area of the Tea Garden pattern paper to make sure that I capture the floral part of it, and I die cut another base piece. And then I added some foam behind this part here and then added it to the back as if this is the floral cover of my palette. And it says there's so much to be happy for. And for my makeup eyeshadow bits here, I just used the alcohol marker to color the white. I cut the circles in white and I just used my alcohol marker to color them. And I love these colors. This one says we always have fun. Then I cut out several of these Sizzix cutting bees. So I've got them in so I used the pattern paper from the Tea Garden collection. Then I used the copper matte cardstock to do this and this. And then this one, I did the pattern paper for the base of the bee and used the pink, 2 different styles of the pink. And I have already used some of those, but I might I'm not sure if I will decorate further on these or leave it to include in the giveaway so that the future winners can actually use it to decorate for their own projects. Next, these are, okay, all of my crafting that I do it with utmost love and everything. But these bunnies, you guys, is absolute time consumer. And I still had to do them because they are just so adorable. Look at this boy bunny. I chose all the clothes are from the pattern of the Simple Stories Tea Garden. Isn't he adorable? Oh my gosh. So the one thing that's not great about this cutting die is that it doesn't give you it cuts out the eyes fully. So what I did was, this is a good tip. What I did was I used the double-sided tape and I added it to the back of the facial part. Then I cut out the eyeball pieces and just quickly stuck it on there. Because this is a double-sided tape, so it gave me a sticker base for the eyes and the nose, and that's what I did. For the cheeks, I cut it out in white, and then I just simply colored it with the alcohol marker. So here is a boy bunny. I'll show you more boy one. This is another one. And this one here, and can you see this overall pants? I made sure to put the cutting die on the area of the pattern paper to capture the swans in the lake. I just think he is so sweet. And then here is another one. I love the fact that I used the glitter cardstock for the white area. And I used the Tea Garden little floral piece, added some bit of foam tape behind it to raise it up as if it's a hair accessory. So sweet, right? Oh my gosh. Then here are more. Here's another boy one. So once again, I captured the froggy on the pattern paper. And this is the girl wearing the pretty pink dress. And then I have this one here, making sure to capture the pattern that I wanted for the floral dress. And then here is the teapot pattern paper that I use. I just love my bunnies. They are the sweetest things. Okay, so I made all of these. Then I also had a basket die. And the basket die comes with, it actually cuts out with the handle. But I didn't want the handle part. I just wanted the basket bottom part. So I didn't cut I put the cutting die to only cut out the bottom part. And then I used one of the larger floral ephemera piece from the Tea Garden collection as a base. Then I added the layered flowers. This is what I made using one of the fantasy flower from Kscraft. And I added that and tucked in the butterfly from the Forget Me Not collection. And look at the color combos, you guys. I just love it so much. I know it's my creations, but I always say to myself, oh, I love it so much. I hope you guys really like it too. This one here, I added the blue butterfly this time. And look at all of the details on there. Isn't that so, so pretty? And it says good times. Then I have another basket. Look at that color, right? I mean, it's so pretty. This one says beautiful. So pretty. Then I also had umbrella die that cuts out the piece for this one and the handle and cuts out the 3 layering piece. And so instead of making the umbrella like this with a stick like this, I decided to make it this shape as if like a person is holding it sideways to protect them from getting wet. And then I used this layered, oh my gosh, I love this chunky layered bumblebee sticker. You guys buy this from Hobby Lobby, I think, in America. My friend Michelle gifted these to me. I have been using some, cherishing them, but now with this tea garden theme, I'm just going to freely use it. So this bee is the star for this piece of umbrella here, and it says you are loved. So whoever gets to win my giveaway prize, because I've got two, I'm gonna select two winners, but if I get a lot more entries, then I thought I am going to include a third happy mail. So this one here is another umbrella. So that if you can see, the pattern is all from the Simple Stories Tea Garden. And then I added this flower piece that my friend Catherine here in Australia made for me. It was absolutely perfect shape for this floral cluster edition. And it says, so happy for you, because if you win, I'm so happy for you. And then this time I did the umbrella upside down and I turned it into an umbrella boat, because I had this ephemera piece from the Tea Garden collection that was absolutely sweet. This ducky mummy and the duckies. And I put grateful, because if you enter my challenge and you win, I am so grateful to you. I added this floral piece from the Tea Garden. I finished it off with the butterfly. Then I have another one. And this one says, so dear to my heart. This project, I mean, everything I make is so dear to my heart, but this project will be so dear to my heart because I am able to share with one of you guys. And then this one here, I did an upside down one. I added this, I don't know what that's called, the leaf. But anyway, it was in the Tea Garden collection. Same with the birdie and the dragonfly. I love that I added the dragonfly at the top here. And it says, you are amazing. Yes, you are. If you're entering my challenge, you are definitely amazing. So that's what I did for all of the embellishments. And my final project share for today, you guys. Oh my gosh. Look at all this stuff. I have so much made, isn't it? But I am not done, you guys. I am having so much fun. And I've got so many more things I really want to make. Okay, this is a KLJUYP watering can mini album set that I absolutely love. I have used this on so many different occasions. I love the size of this as well. And I made 5 pages. I decorated the front part with the shaker component that's included in the set. I used the Tea Garden pattern papers for all of my stitched layering pieces, and same with the frame and the ephemera pieces. This bumblebee here that you guys in America can buy from Hobby Lobby, it is absolutely precious. And I think he is like part of this shining page. And it says always blooming. And I had this lovely sun from the Tea Garden collection that was so perfect for this front page. And this time, when you flip it, I used all of the lemony yellow sunshine color pattern paper for my album pages. And here, I used some Rosie Studio sticker pieces that says filled with joy forever. And here is where I added my bee die cut. And 2 butterflies are from the Tea Garden collection as well. Then you flip it and you see this lovely friend group here. This gnome is included in the Tea Garden. This is actually from Bella Boulevard, but the snail, the gnome, they're all from the Tea Garden collection. And I used this layering piece here because it looks like the garden trellis. And I had this large flower-shaped die, which I used on top of the trellis nest. Then I added these 3 little friends. And it says, there's no one like you. I added my rainbow there. I did use a Nouveau shimmer pen to make it shine a bit more. Same with the snail shell here. Then the next page, it's got Find the Beauty. So there was a 6x8 page in this Simple Stories collection that said, find the beauty in everything. And I captured that area and I made sure to not cover the find the beauty, because sometimes it is really hard to find the beauty around us. If you stop and take a moment, you will be able to find something positive in your day. And I really wanted to make sure that this album could help it remind to you as well. So find the beauty, and I added many of the ephemera pieces from the tea garden, the hat, this birdhouse, the birdie, and this glass container here, and this tea bag here. I wish they had more tea bag pieces in the set, but I think they only had one. And then I added the butterfly from the Forget-Me-Not collection. The next page has another adorable layered bee that you guys can get in America. Absolutely love it so much. I added another large flower die cut as well, using the pattern from this collection. And then I had these 3 gardening tools with the cup in the tea garden ephemera pack, which I tucked the gardening tools behind the teacup. And this is the garden fence. And it says, enjoy the little things. And I love the dragonflies in this collection so much. And it says blue skies. So, and you get to see all of these lemony color pages. So that is what I have created so far for my Pretty Tea Garden Challenge giveaway, you guys. I hope you have enjoyed looking at all of my adorable and pretty and sweet embellishments that I've been making. And if you haven't watched my challenge giveaway announcement video, I will make sure to link it in the description area, or you can just scroll down my channel page and find it. I would really appreciate it if you did consider enjoying, of course you can enjoy too, entering my challenge giveaway. I would so appreciate that, and it would really touch my heart. Thank you so very much. Bye for now.